Hello, my name is Matt Carruthers. I'm an attorney specializing in immigration law, and I have been specializing for 20 years on this subject. Now, with the validation of the free trade agreement between the United States and Colombia, many companies like yours will look to develop business in the United States. I will help you create corporations, look for strategic partnerships, and also see that your executives may work in the United States legally. Following next, I will make a quick description of what types of work visas are available to you. The first type of work visa is the H-1B or professional visa. The company, which is usually referred to as the sponsor, must offer a job which needs a professional. The candidate for the job must be a professional and must have a resume that fits the job description. This visa is granted for an initial period of stay for 3 years, and then you can add up to another 3 years. The company may request a labor certification for that professional after they receive the H-1B visa, and that would allow the professional and their family members to eventually get their permanent resident cards, and then 5 years after that their U.S. citizenship if they so choose. The second type of visa is referred to as an L1 visa, or a intra-company transfer. The purpose of this visa is to transfer executives of a foreign company to a branch or subsidiary in the United States. The visa requires that the employee has held an executive position with the foreign company throughout the most recent year and having worked for that company for at least a 3-year time period. The two companies, meaning the foreign company and the U.S. company, can have different names and different activities. This visa is granted initially for 3 years and a possibility to extend it in increments of 2 years for a total of 7 years. This visa may also lead the employee and his family to a permanent resident visa as long as the company applies for the requisite labor certification and other documents. The family, once they are granted the L visa, I've said earlier that they can also receive their visas, and they can even have the ability to work legally. The third type of visa is called an E visa. There's an E1 and an E2 visa. The E2 visa are for investors. This visa is used by foreign nationals who want to develop and conduct business in the United States by investing a very marginal amount of money. Next type of work visa is an E visa. There's an E1 visa for traders, and there's an E2 visa for investors. The E2 visa is basically for foreign nationals who want to come to the United States to develop and conduct business operations. That visa requires you to have a substantial amount of money in the investment and to own or operate more than 50% of the company. Also, the company must show that they intend to or have more employees other than themselves. Lastly, an E visa, whether it's an E1 or E2, it's similar to a green card in that you can maintain it indefinitely as long as you continue to file for the extensions. An E1 visa is for traders, meaning people that trade goods back and forth between their home country. The visa covers the needs of companies who require employees specialized in commerce between the United States and their country of origin to benefit from, and their family members would also benefit. This commerce may be products, it may be services, it may be banking, it may be insurance, transportation, tourism, news, technology, or other types of commerce. This visa is awarded for a period, as the E2 was. You can get it indefinitely, so it almost works like a green card. There are some conditions in common for the previously described visas, the H-1B, the L, and the E visas, that I'd like to discuss. The American company will have to prove that it has enough financial stability to make the job offer or to make the investment happen. The spouse and children, and by children I mean under 21 years of age, of the person who is applying for the visa, may reside in and study in the United States legally as long as the primary applicant is approved. The term for the study and approval of the visas may take up to 6 to 8 months depending on the number of applications filed, but you can file an extra filing fee. Right now that filing fee is $1,000 to expedite your case and have it approved very quickly. Unlike the tourist visa, which allows the user to stay in the United States typically for a maximum period of 6 months, these visas allow much longer stay and allow you much more flexibility without having to leave the country. From this discussion, I don't expect you to automatically become an expert on work visas because they can be very complex. I suggest that you contact us with your proposals so that we can sit down and look at your individual situation and see what needs to be done and see what your possibilities are. We can do this for a reasonable fee.